911, what's your emergency?
What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? When you were 8 and you had bad...
Hello, Daniel Han. This is Tristan Dowd with your fellow classmates, Jack and Aaron. We're coming from room 128.
Hi.
Hey.
This is awkward. Jack should probably get off your phone.
Sorry, Snapchatting. Ladies add me.
Kids these days, am I right?
Exactly. Kids are just getting out of hand nowadays. Let's go to Justin to find out more.
Kids these days.
Kids these days, a phrase often used but for many different reasons. Kids can be oblivious, narcissistic, and obsessed with technology. Teachers at hand often utter the phrase kids these days for different reasons. We ask them what annoyed them the most.
Oh, right, kids these days. I just think, not living in the present moment and being distracted by the phone or the computer.
Hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm sorry, I wasn't listening.
I think that students focus so much on their technology, on their phones, that they don't have a face-to-face conversation with someone or make eye contact, basic aspects of communicating. Young people aren't aware that they're doing that. And you know what? Adults do that as well.
Although kids these days have a knack for annoying the teachers, there are some things kids can do to redeem themselves. We asked teachers what they thought kids could do.
I don't think they necessarily need to redeem themselves. We all need to think about being more present and, living in the moment rather than being somewhere else.
Just put the phone down, shut it off.
Take my class.
Kids seem to be the problem, but maybe it's just adults these days. I guess we'll have to find out when we have kids. From the halls of Daniel Han, this is Casey Borduas reporting.
Kids are so out of it nowadays.
I've been using my phone that much. I've been studying for exams.
Thankfully, they're over, but Han is suffering from exam withdrawal. Let's check in with Devin to see the scope of the aftermath.
Trimester over and exams haunt the dreams of Daniel Han students. Most know the terror, but for some freshmen, this is new horror. At the end of every trimester, each student is required to take a trimester exam covering everything they have learned this trimester. By compressing these 3 months into one 2-hour exam, deciding up to 20% of your final grade can seem imposing and almost impossible as a busy student. We went to the halls, talked to Mr. Nye and Mr. Soray to hear what they have to say as a teacher. Do you believe exams are stressful?
For me?
I think exams are extremely stressful for students. I teach mostly freshmen, and I think I see them panic every single year. It's a really difficult thing to wrap your brain around.
Extremely stressful.
Do you believe in a final exam?
I don't like to give the typical multiple choice type of exam, that standard format exam. I do think there's a lot of value in giving students either a project or an essay or something that there's a process to.
And do you believe in a final exam? Many students have trouble with their exams, but for some students, they have taken advantage of the senior exempt policy. Let's talk to some of the students who have greatly appreciated this policy. Do you like the senior exempt policy?
Yeah, I think that it's a good idea because obviously we've been taking exams for 4 years now, and so it's good.
Since I'm a senior, I obviously love it. I ace every one of my courses, so I'm exempt from all of them.
Sure, yeah.
Although I'm a junior, I hope to take advantage of the senior exempt policy in the future. This is Devin McShane reporting live from the halls at Daniel Hand. See you next time, Hand.
Wow, exams really burn people out.
You know what else burns me out? Sitting on the bridge during my free period.
True. I wish I could head on out of here and snag some grub, grab a slushie, or catch some Z's.
Man, that sounds like a great plan. I could picture myself munching on a Larry Bird and washing it down with a large cola on the rocks.
We're not the only ones who feel that way. Let's go to Sabril to learn more.
During the middle of the day, students are restricted to stay on school grounds, even if they have a free period. A big controversy at hand is whether or not students should be allowed to leave school and then come back after their free period. Many students would like this opportunity.
Do you wish you could leave school during free periods in the middle of the day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I can take a little break from school.
Yeah, definitely.
In my opinion, I think that juniors and seniors should be mature enough to handle that.
While all of the students we talked to want this privilege, some staff members are against it. Mrs. Littell believes that this privilege will be a bad addition to our school.
I don't think they should be able to leave during their free period. I think it's a recipe for disaster. If a child gets hurt while they're in their own car or somebody else's car.
If students continue to use their free periods correctly, and we all try to get the wheels turning on being able to leave school grounds, it could be set in motion. From the front exit, this is Sabril McGinn reporting.
I think we should all get behind this one, and hopefully they'll consider it. We've run out of time here on Tiger Talk.
Thanks for watching, Han.
And have a great Friday.